Close your eyes for a second and imagine this. You're standing in a grocery store in a small American town. The cashier smiles and says, "How are you today?" Your heart starts beating fast. You know the words. You've heard them before. But your mouth freezes. Nothing comes out. The moment passes. You walk away wishing you had spoken. Now imagine the opposite. Same store, same question. But this time you smile and say, "I'm good, thank you. How about you?" The conversation flows. It's simple. It's natural. And suddenly you feel something powerful. Confidence. This documentary is about that moment, that shift, that transformation from silence to strength. Whether you're in a rural town, a busy city, or a quiet neighborhood, English can open doors, not just for jobs, not just for school, but for identity, for connection, for freedom. This is your first step to fluency. Lesson 1. The real reason you want to learn English before grammar, before vocabulary, before pronunciation. There is one question. Why? Some people say, "I need English for work." Others say, "I want to study." Some say, "I just don't want people to laugh at me." That last one is deeper than it sounds. Across America and the UK, millions of people started exactly where you are. Nervous, unsure, afraid of mistakes. But here is the truth. English is not about perfection. It is about communication. And communication is about courage. Fluency does not begin in your mouth. It begins in your decision. When you decide that embarrassment is temporary, but opportunity is permanent, you step into growth. Lesson 2. English is not a school subject. It's a skill. In many places, English is taught like math. Memorize rules, pass exams, forget everything. But in real life, nobody asks you, "What is the past participle of go?" They ask, "Where are you from? What do you do? Can you help me?" English is a living skill, like driving, like cooking. You don't master it by reading rules alone. You master it by using it. Think about a child in Texas learning to speak. They don't start with grammar books. They start with listening, repeating, trying, failing, trying again. That is your model. Lesson 3. The power of listening first if you want to speak better English. The first step is not speaking. It is listening. But not passive listening. Active listening. When you watch an American movie, don't just enjoy the story. Listen to how people greet each other. Notice how they shorten words. Going to becomes gonna. Want to becomes wanna. Real English is alive. It moves fast. It connects sounds. Start small. Listen to short clips. Pause. Repeat. Copy the rhythm. You are not just learning words. You are learning music. Lesson 4. Your accent is not your enemy. Let's be honest. Many beginners are afraid of their accent. But here is something powerful. Every American has an accent. A New Yorker sounds different from someone in Alabama. Someone from London sounds different from someone in Manchester. Your goal is clarity, not perfection. When you focus on being understood instead of sounding perfect, you relax. And when you relax, your speech improves. Confidence changes pronunciation more than stress ever will. Lesson 5. The story of Maria. Maria grew up in a small farming town. English was not spoken at home. When she moved to the US, she worked in a factory. For months, she avoided conversations. She smiled. She nodded. She stayed quiet. One day, her supervisor asked if anyone wanted training for a better position. Maria understood the words, but she did not raise her hand. She was afraid to speak. That night, she made a decision. 10 minutes of English every day. Listening, repeating, speaking out loud in her room. 6 months later, she applied for that position, She didn't speak perfect English, but she spoke clearly, and she spoke bravely. She got the job. Fluency is not magic. It is daily courage. Lesson 6. Your first 100 words. Here is something surprising. You can have basic conversations with just 100 common words. Words like I, you, we, go, come, eat, work, today, tomorrow, yes, no, maybe. Beginners often try to learn thousands of words. That creates overwhelm. Instead, master simple, high-frequency words first. Fluency grows from repetition, not complexity. Lesson 7. Speaking before you feel ready. You will never feel completely ready. That is normal. Waiting for confidence before speaking is like waiting to feel strong before going to the gym. Strength comes after action, not before. Start with small sentences. My name is. I live in. I work at. These are not small achievements. They are foundations. Every fluent speaker once spoke broken English. Lesson 8. Mistakes are evidence of growth. If you are not making mistakes, you are not stretching. Children say goed instead of went. Nobody laughs. They are learning. Adults are often too hard on themselves. They want to sound perfect immediately. But language is messy. It bends, it breaks, it reforms. When someone corrects you, don't feel shame. Feel progress. Lesson 9. Daily routine creates fluency. 10 minutes every day is stronger than 2 hours once a week. Consistency beats intensity. Create a simple system. Morning listening, afternoon speaking practice, evening review. Small daily effort compounds into powerful skill. Lesson 10. Thinking in English. A major breakthrough happens when you stop translating in your head. Instead of thinking in your native language and then converting, begin with simple English thoughts. I am tired. I am hungry. I need water. It feels slow at first, but this is the bridge to fluency. Lesson 11. Confidence in public spaces, ordering coffee, asking for directions, making a phone call. These moments build real-world fluency. Start where the risk is small. Smile. Speak slowly. Breathe. Most people are patient. Many people respect effort. Courage grows in public. Lesson 12. The role of reading aloud. Reading silently helps comprehension. Reading aloud builds speaking muscles. Your mouth must practice forming English sounds. Choose simple paragraphs. Read slowly. Record yourself. Listen again. Improvement hides in repetition. Lesson 13. Grammar without fear. Grammar matters. But grammar is a tool, not a prison. Focus first on simple present, past, and future forms. I work. I worked. I will work. These patterns cover most daily conversations. Master the basics deeply before chasing the advanced rules. Lesson 14. Your environment shapes you. If you surround yourself with English daily, your brain adapts. Change your phone language. Follow English channels. Listen to English music. Immersion does not require travel. It requires intention. Lesson 15. Motivation. During low days, there will be days when you feel stuck. Words disappear. Confidence drops. That is not failure. That is process. Progress in language is invisible until suddenly it is visible. Keep going. Lesson 16. Community accelerates growth. Find someone else learning. Practice together. Conversation builds speed and listening ability. Language grows faster in connection. Lesson 17. From beginner to independent speaker. The shift happens quietly. One day you realize you answered a question without translating. You understood a joke. You expressed an opinion. That moment is earned. Lesson 18. Fluency is freedom. Fluency is not sounding American. It is being able to express your ideas, your story, your dreams. It is applying for the job, joining the conversation, teaching your child homework. It is access. Lesson 19. Your identity expands. When you learn English, you don't lose who you are. You expand who you are. You become bilingual, bicultural, broader. Language adds layers to your identity. Lesson 20. The real secret. The real secret to learning English is not intelligence. It is patience. Patient repetition. Patient correction. Patient courage. Somewhere in a small town, someone is afraid to speak. Right now, somewhere in a big city, someone believes they are too late to learn. Right now, someone is one decision away from changing their future. That someone could be you. Your first step to fluency is not a perfect sentence. It is a brave one. Start today. Speak one sentence. Listen to one conversation. Learn 5 new words. Repeat tomorrow. Fluency is built daily. Confidence is earned slowly. And your voice deserves to be heard. If this documentary spoke to you, don't just watch. Act. Practice. Commit. Your English journey begins now. And this time, when someone says, "How are you today?" you won't freeze. You'll answer,